Ain't no fiends allowed in this cell. You gonna have to hit that gate. What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get right into it. Now, I need y'all to get in the comment box and tell me, do any of y'all have family members or friends that are strung out on various substances and you just hate to be around them? You hate to be around them because you don't want to see them like that. Plus, you don't want them touching your stuff. And by that, I mean stealing, y'all. Stealing your stuff to get that substance. Because that's what a fiend will do. Now, it's no different in prison. You got jokers coming in and out of the pod, in and out of the cells, and they might have brought an addiction with them from the streets. Or they could have gained an addiction in the prison. Either one is unacceptable, at least in my cell. So, one day, they brought this guy named Jason in the cell. And from my first impression of Jason, he looked dirty. He looked like he was going to be a problem. Like I was going to have to tell this joker to wash up. And you know, anything that he should know. So right away, I give him the same old rundown. Top bunk, get low to the floor to pee, all that. And I make sure he knows the rules. Now, the biggest rule in my cell is you don't touch my stuff, ever. You don't ever put your hands on my locker. You don't go in my bed. You don't go in none of my stuff. Now, you break this rule and we got a big problem. That means you got to go. So, I don't understand why anybody would ever bring somebody into a cell knowing that if something goes missing, you getting blamed for it. Jason, all day long, runs around the tier trying to get off, y'all. He trying to make deals and he trying to do this and that. He trying to clean clothes and clean cells, and he doing whatever he got to do to get him just a little piece to get by. Now, I know y'all like, that's horrible. It is horrible to see somebody going through this, y'all. A grown man reduced to this. You living like a scavenger. He don't got no money coming in. And worst of all, this guy got, he got a lot of bad tendencies. It's like he don't like to clean his face. He always looked dirty. And I'm just like, hey man, I don't really want you sleeping on the bunk on top of me. Pause. You might have to end up sleeping on the floor looking the way you look. You look like you might transmit some kind of disease from the top bunk to the bottom or something. Yeah, I ain't messing with old boy. So every time he would come in and out the cell, I'd tell him, hey, take your shoes off, because you be walking in the shower with your shoes on and stuff. People be doing all types of stuff in that shower. And you can't afford a pair of damn shower shoes, so you wear your sneakers in the shower. Like, what's wrong with you, dude? You don't even take them off. You get your sneakers soaking wet in the shower. And there's all types of other stuff down there that I don't want in this cell. Now, my normal program was breakfast, then work out for about an hour, take a shower, come back, chill, maybe read a little bit, lunch, come back, go do a few programs, hit the pod, maybe play some cards or just go sit out there at the table and kick it with some of the homies, and then get ready for last lockdown and, my last meal of the night, the hookup. That was my normal routine. And I would tell Jason, listen, don't let nobody in this cell. And he know how long I'm going to be gone for. So he already know how much time he got by himself. Now, excuse me. Jason, he done got his hands on some of that rock, y'all. Yeah, y'all. He in that room, in that cell, getting skied. And now he bouncing off the walls in that cell. Jason in there getting comfortable. Little did I know, when I was gone from that cell, not only was Jason helping himself to some of my sodas and some of my snacks, Jason would get on my bunk, on the bottom bunk, turn my TV on, and sit back with his feet up and to the part where I put my pillow. Now, that's crazy. Crazy disrespectful. And the way I would find that out is while I'm at programs like life skills and whatnot, one of my homies would see me when I was leaving and going to the next class. And he'd say, "Hey, yo, I just seen some crazy shit, bro." And I'm laughing. I'm like, "Word, what?" He's like, "I went by your cell on my way down the stairs. I seen your bunkie on your bunk face the opposite way with his feet up on your pillow, watching your TV, smoking in your bed and eating your chips, drinking your soda." So now I'm laughing even harder because this is unfathomable. I'm like, "Nigga, you crazy. Hell no. How you make something so stupid up?" And he like, "Bro, I'm not playing." He said, "I'm not playing. I just went by there 20 minutes ago and dude was chilling." Now, I'm like, I'm gonna have to catch this dude in the act. I can't just say that, even though this is my people's, I can't just say that he's telling the truth and he's not. Can't do that. I gotta see it with my own eyes. Always get proof with your own eyes, people. So the next day will come, same scenario. I go out to my classes. Now, I told the teacher, "Hey, teach, I left my book at the pod. I'll be right back, 5 minutes." So I had left my book in one of my homies' cells. I went down there and got it from him. I just needed a reason to leave the room for a minute. And then I took a walk up to my cell real quick, real quiet. I'm looking through the window. And old boy was right. This guy, Jason, is sprawled out on my bed, y'all. Now, I don't know if Jason got bed bugs. I don't know the last time he washed up. And nevertheless, you got your feet by my pillow. You watching my TV. And I did not give you permission to eat my chips or drink my sodas. I've been wondering why my stash been looking a little light. I thought maybe I made a few extra trades that I forgot about. But no, Jason is slowly hitting me up. So now I gotta devise a plan. But first, I gotta get back to this life skills class so I don't get in trouble and marked absent. Get back down there. Now, I'm talking to the homies. I'm like, "Hey, yo, I think I might need y'all for this one. Yeah, I think this one, we gonna have to teach a real lesson. He can't just get kicked out the cell. He gotta get kicked out the pod." And the homie was like, I told you. He's sitting there rubbing his nuts on your bed, bro. He farting all in your bed. Burning holes in your sheets. And I'm like, "Yeah, man, don't remind me. Because I'm just gonna get even more upset." I put my face on that pillow. If even one bump ends up on my face, oh my God, I might have to unalive this fool. So we're like, "All right, so what you want to do? Listen, let's catch him right after mess. After lunch, let's catch him on the way back to the pod and drag him into the back. There's a little supply closet under the stairs. It's always open. Let's drag him in there and beat the brakes off of him." That's it? I mean, what else you want to do? I think he need that blade work. I think he need to remember never to disrespect somebody like that again. That's what my homie said. And he pulled out a couple of them slashes. And I said, "Say less." We found them, dragged them back down to that damn storage locker. We beat the brakes off of Jason back there. Bow, bow, just kicking him in that damn room. Bow, bow. Then y'all pulled them slashes out. Jason got $2.50s, both sides. Now he looks like the Joker. Yeah, Jason got his head bashed in. Now he got a dent in his head. I don't think that dent going away. Now Jason got fingers broken. He got teeth popped out. He got poked all in his side, his back. Yeah. And stomped on. Jason will never, ever sleep in another inmate's cell or bed again. From now on, Jason must be restricted to protective custody because now he got a name for himself. Now he's excommunicated throughout the whole prison. Don't nobody want him in their cell after they heard about what he did. And he got off light, y'all. He lucky he ain't get unalive for eating them snacks. But realizing that the victim is only a druggie anyway, that was probably the better thing to do, to just get him up out of there. Because unaliving him would have just brought more heat. We ain't want to be locked down for a year of dead time. If you haven't done so already, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And hype this video up. Stop playing, y'all. Don't be stingy. Hit them buttons. Jason reminded me of Loco from Deuce, but it wasn't no OG Bobby Johnson there to save him. Nah. When we was done beating the hell out of Jason, we dragged him out of that utility closet and we put him at the bottom of the steps. So it looked like an accident. Like maybe he fell down the steps or something. And we got over him and we yelled, "You better not open your mouth. You better not tell nobody who did this, or else you know what's going to happen to you. You understand?" And he, and we smacking him. "You understand? You better not open your mouth, punk." Now, we'd go ahead and spin off. We went our separate ways so it didn't look like we came out in a group. Because once we opened that door, a camera was going to be right there to see everybody exit. So some people went up the steps to another pod, and some of us went our separate ways out the other exit. It'll be about another hour before you hear the sirens going off. Lockdown, lockdown, code red, code red. Now, that means they done found Jason. They locking the prison down till they investigate and find out exactly what just happened. Now, the cameras didn't catch any of this stuff, so they have to rely on what Jason tells them. And Jason tells them that he fell down the steps. And they're like, "Well, was you pushed down the steps? What you mean you fell? How your face get all slashed up? What you talking about? You fell down the steps. Inmate, are you lying?" And Jason is like, "No, man, no. Just take me up to the infirmary. Come on, man. Oh, I'm hurting." And they don't believe it, but they got no choice but to run with the story for the time being. But for the time being, everybody's on lockdown. So we in the cells now, you know, we talking like, yo, what happened? What happened? Everybody get back high? Everybody get back high? And everybody like, "Sue, woo." So that means everything is good. None of the homies got pinched for this. And it's just about to be business as usual. Another one bites the dust. Another inmate put on the gate. Don't come to prison with that disrespect. How dare you get in my bunk and think that was gonna ride? Oh nah, you lucky you walked out of there with your life, homeboy. Listen, that's all I gotta say about that one. And I got plenty more stories about people that got put on the gate. So stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. I'm digging deep in the crates, and I'm gonna pull out some bangers for y'all. Y'all already know the vibes. This is the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show, and I'm out.